Good afternoon to one and all. It's been a long time that I connected with you over the social media. And this video is absolutely not for the commercial purpose where I'm going to request you for some subscribe button or a bell button or whatever. This video is going to talk about a serious content which we are going to go through for the next 3 months. As a patriotic citizen with a civic sense of responsibility towards the society, I may request everyone's time for next 2 to 3 minutes wherever you find time throughout the day to please listen to this video completely, so that if you think that this video is making sense, all you need to do is you can pass it on to many people so that it gets to the notice of the relevant officials. Now my sincere request to all the state governments of India, especially to the state government of Tamil Nadu, is we are already into summer. Okay, now March month is already looking like a month of May, where the heat is so high. In coastal areas the humidity is very high, like places like Puducherry, Kadalur, you take about Chennai or whatever. When you're talking about cities like Trichy, Vellore and all, it's more of rock based temple places where the reflection of the heat will be more high. So the content of this video is going to be about heat stroke. Now let me begin with the data, saying that the official data is saying that there are about 300 to 400 people who die because of heat stroke in a year. But when you go and do a research, when you talk to many doctors, when you go through a lot of scientific background videos and do some kind of an analysis, the figures sounds alarming. And it's been proven by certain data analysts, and based on that is what I'm giving you this figures. It's about 60,000 people who die because of heat stroke. And it's what's more worrying is they say that it can go up to 75 to 80,000 people this year because the temperature is going to be so high. In a country like India, it is 70 to 75% of people, they fall under BPL category, below poverty line, poor people, daily wages people. All these people are going through this heat stroke. Now, when I'm talking about this, I'm not just going to talk about the issue, but I'm going to come up with some kind of measures and solutions which might, be a good note to the government, where if they can initiate it, it would be fantastic. Because just offering freebies at the time of elections only wins you votes, but not wins you the hearts. I'm telling you sincerely. But do something like this, you will definitely win the heart of the people. The first thing that I wanted to bring to notice to everyone is, see, we are talking about middle class, upper middle class. We are talking about the rich people, summer or winter or whatever climate. It does not matter to them. They have heaters in their home. They have AC in their home. They all have car and all those facilities. But when we are talking about people, those who are under the below poverty line, when we are talking about the people, those who are poor, when we are talking about the people those who are living in hut, when we are talking about people those who don't even have a hut, what the measures that we are taken seriously to ensure that some kind of relief is brought to these people. Now, point number one. Now, let me begin with an incident by saying that I saw a quick video saying that one auto man was taking a lady in an auto where that lady was suffering. And then the next person in the car was asking what was she going through. He told it is a heat stroke which she's gone through. And when she's been taken to the government hospital, in government hospital there one gentleman with a good heart has told, please take it to some private hospital because there is no AC here. Why can't there be some specific wards for heat stroke people in summer which has AC? How long it will take for a government to initiate an air conditioner ward especially for heat stroke people? People with enough of money, or people those who can borrow, or people those who can manage, they can go to private hospital. What about the poor people? You are dependent on them for votes, but what are you caring for them during the summer? That's the question. So first thing you need to do is create some wards, create some ambulance with air conditions that can be in the rural and urban areas here and there for emergency purposes, and do some specific camps and create some social awareness. through radio, social media, television, whatever, newspaper, that please be safe. These kinds of advertisements are not at all coming. Rather, we are just seeing debates on daily TV about some topic which is, some crores of scandal or all this. This is all happening for years and years together. This is all not going to stop, and we are begging you. We are not requested, we are not bothered about that at all. What we are bothered about is what are you going to do to people by this summer? So, when you are, for example, Tamil Nadu, okay, 12 o'clock means 11:59. You are opening officially the liquor shop. Unofficially, it is running 24/7. I can record it and I can approve it as well. But then, why can't you open some kiosks and buttermilk shops with every local body politicians at a specific wards where it can be helpful for people, those who cannot afford 10 rupees and have a buttermilk at a shop? That is, like a dehydration. You can give glucose, you can give free ORS to people. All this makes sense. These are all some initiatives that you can take. This has all been missing. Okay. Now, secondly, you imagine about, you forget about the IT people, you forget about the call center people, you forget about the people those are working from home. All these people are safe. Take about daily wages. For example, construction people those who are working in the field of construction. They work from morning 9 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock. That should not be the case. There has to be a break between 11 to 4, so that is the peak time where ultraviolet rays ultimately attacks. That's the time heat stroke comes into the picture. Start the day early, end the day late, have a shift, and what government need to do is come up with some kind of compensation subsidy wages for this daily wages laborers. When I'm talking about Swiggy, when I'm talking about Zomato, I'm seeing people just for the sake of their advertisement and marketing purpose, all these people are wearing, jersey kind of a t-shirt. I know how burning it will be if you're wearing that kind of a t-shirt. That will be, glittering, very, brighter to see your brand wherever, he's traveling in a bike, but that does not make, sense to a human. You should offer him at least a cotton t-shirt during a summer. You're talking about marketing people, how they are suffering. Fix arrangements for them, morning or evening. Don't make them, unnecessarily go to the pressurize them and make them go to the field. Next, what are you doing for the schools? Every schools need to be audited where there has to be a specific time. They cannot run after 12 o'clock in the afternoon during the summer. I can understand for preliminary schools, it is a vacation period. But when you're talking about 9th standard, when you're talking about 10th standard, it's already started. You have schools till 4 o'clock in the evening. Do you think all the schools have AC? I'm very sorry to say, many of the government schools do not have even fan. They don't have proper toilets. The students, how will they concentrate on studies? Just because you are giving a free breakfast, just because you are giving a free lunch, they cannot die, right? So these are all the things, certain things that the government has to think of. Now, when we're talking about more specifically senior citizens need to be given a strict instruction that until and unless if there is an emergency, please do not come out between 10 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. Of course, they know they all are educated, but not all are, because there are people who are still in the age of 70, working in construction industry, carrying cement and brick in their head just for the purpose of one meal a day. What is this government doing for them? You do all these things, people will love you. See, I'm not doing a blame game. Even an opposite party, any party for that matter, can come forward and do it. But at the same time, the power is with the ruling party. I'm not specific about any party. I'm talking only about the ruling government. So it's a primary responsibility of the ruling government to ensure the heat stroke deaths come down this year. That is a specific, measure immediately need to be taken. In fact, if you ask me, the entire government hospital need to be made as an air-conditioned hospital. But that's not practically possible within a span of time that we're talking. But at least some specific wards for heat strokes that you can do. And that you can showcase in the television that my party has done this. That would be a proud thing for you to say, instead of saying that, I gave 1,000 rupees free, I gave sugar cane free. How does it matter? It doesn't matter at all. So please think of all these things. I humbly place this request. See, citizen like me, a common man like me, what we can do? See what I'm doing to the best of possibility. I'm keeping water for birds outside. Sometimes if it is possible, I'm offering, buttermilk for people, those who are poor. That's all a person like me can do. People started, having better financial conditions with a better heart can, offer food as well. But certain things we cannot go and implement an AC, or we cannot go and implement a strategy. We cannot go and do something for senior citizens, or we cannot do something for the construction laborers. We cannot do something for the marketing employees. These are all the measures that government should come up with. They should take the initiatives with the, talking to the NGOs. They should talk to, many community halls. Wherever it is possible, they should take all these measures. Example, you take villages. Why can't you make panchayat offices, air-conditioned office with a community hall, where people, when really the senior citizen feel that they are not able to withstand the heat, they can come there and rest for 1 or 2 hours. How many bus stands, how many markets have kiosks for free drinking or water? What are we talking about? So people, please understand, this is highly important topic which we need to take it forward. And this is a humble request that it becomes a prime responsibility of the ruling government, be it any state for that matter in India, specifically for me, Tamil Nadu. Let them, understand the severity behind the situation and kindly come up with certain plans. And you do whatever marketing. You say, my government did this, we are responsible for it, we are great, whatever. You claim whatever credit for it, we will really appreciate you. But do something. Do something which is proactive as well as supportive, rather than just making a marketing strategy at all. Okay. Now, this is high time. I may humbly request the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the ministers of Tamil Nadu, the MLAs of Tamil Nadu, all the councillors and ward members, please take some initiatives from your side, as well as the other parties of Tamil Nadu, wherever possible. Please do your best possible thing. And being citizens, we should not just be dependent on the government. Whatever possible from our side, we should also take it forward. This applies to many states. Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, states like Gujarat have already taken some, initiatives towards the seed stroke. You can, I'm not, just giving you some kind of blabbering figures. You can just go and Google it around to understand what they have done. And whatever I told you, it is little better. On a long-term run, we need to depend on this environment building. That is, when I'm talking about environment building, we need to depend on trees. We need to depend on, building plans and all those things. But a city like Chennai, hardly you can find some street like Kotupuram or some street wherever you can find some trees. Otherwise, where is the shadow? Even if they want to stand somewhere for and rest somewhere, if they are feeling like fainting while they are driving a vehicle, they don't have a place. Can't we have some shelters, temporary shelters for them, so that the people come there and rest free, and nobody is going to misuse it? I'm telling you, nobody is going to misutilize it. And if possible, try to give some kind of subsidy only for people. You have various type of ration cards, colored ration cards. For people, those who are only at the BPL segment, give some kind of subsidies more in electricity, so that they use fan more, or they use whatever they can use, if possible, try to give some cool packs, ORS, all those things. If you can do, people would really love you. And looking forward for all these measures to be initiated. Thank you so much for listening to me. I thank one and all. I think I have made a little sense. If you feel that this sounds relevant, you can forward it to people so that it reaches relevant authorities and relevant political party people as early as possible, to serve senior citizens, PPL, poor people of our own country. This is our responsibility. Feel it from the heart. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.